Hello, friends, and welcome back to the horror section. This is going to be a review for BONEHILL ROAD. And this is a Wild Eye releasing. They let me have this movie to review. So first off, I'd like to thank Wild Eye for, of course, letting me have this movie. And if you don't know that much about Wild Eye, they've been around since 2008. And they just kind of help young and upcoming filmmakers get their maybe lower budget movies out to a wider audience. So they're kind of a cool company, just helping all these people get, some movies that might not make it if it weren't for Wild Eye. So go check Wild Eye out. And this one's directed and written by a person I've talked to a couple of times on Messenger, Mr. Todd Sheets. And I think he done a pretty good job on this one. It's got some really good practical effects in there. There's no CGI or nothing like that. And if you've ever seen any of Todd Sheets' movies, he puts a lot of gore in the movie, and this one's got plenty of gore, but it's got a kind of good story. It's a pretty fun little movie. And the werewolves on here, they look amazing. They're like some of the best, especially for a lower budget movie. The werewolves look really good in here, and they're just, I guess the way they appear to me, they should just be people in suits is what I'm thinking they are, but they look really good. The faces and the movement of them and stuff like that, it looks really cool to me. The werewolves do. And there's one scene in here where a person is turning into a werewolf. And it's actually a really good scene. I figured that would be difficult for Todd to pull off, but I think he done a really good job on it. It's actually pretty, it's almost rough to watch. It looks like it would be very painful for the person turning into the werewolf. It looks very, very, not really scary, but very kind of just difficult to watch. It's got a lot of, the person's face turning and their body turning. It's very kind of a gruesome look to it, but he done a really good job on it. Like I said, the werewolves look good. That changing scene looks good. I mean, he done an excellent job on it. It's got a pretty cool little story to it. It's pretty much I guess a mom and her daughter, and there's a abusive husband. And they kind of escape that horror, and then they go on a road trip, and they're heading to the girl's grandpa to stay. Well, on the way there, they hit something on the road, and of course you can tell here it's going to be a werewolf. Well, it kind of messes their tire up and makes them run off the road, so they have to get out of the car and kind of head on, and the whole way they're being chased by these werewolves. And then they find this house there, and you figure safety's going to be in this house, but then it's even kind of a worse. They go from one bad spot to another bad spot, and then plus they're chased by werewolves. So I don't really want to go into too much more of it. I'll let you kind of watch it, but that's pretty much how the movie goes. Like I said, it's got some really good, and you get to see a lot of the werewolves too. Some movies hide them, but Todd kind of just puts them out there. You see the werewolves a lot in this movie. And like I said, they look really good. They're solidly, just a good solid effort from Todd on these werewolves. I mean, it's some of the best ones I've actually seen in movies. They look really good. Especially their facial. Each one of them, there's like, I'm thinking there's at least 3 to 4 different werewolves that I remember seeing, and all of them look a little different. That's what I thought was cool. They each have different characteristics of their face and stuff, even a little bit of their skin tone and their fur color, so it looked really cool. I mean, I just really enjoyed it. I thought it was a neat movie. Like I said, I think Todd done a good job on it. I mean, I'm really proud of him. I'm glad he can kind of get his movie out there to a wider audience. So, because he deserves it. He does a lot of good work. And like I said, I really enjoyed this movie. And like I said, it's a lower budget movie. So, kind of have that in mind when you go into it. And if you have that in mind, I think you'll really enjoy it. But I think Todd done a good job on it. So, if you've seen a lot of Wild Eye movies, they're a little bit lower budget. So if you really enjoy them, I know you'll really enjoy BONEHILL ROAD. Because, it's a really cool movie. I would just watch it just for the werewolves. I thought they looked really cool. Just the way he made them and the way, I guess, the suits are made and stuff. If you're not even going in for the story, you can at least go in for the werewolves. I thought they looked really cool. And I believe you can get this one at probably at Walmart and different places like that. It's kind of, I think he said that this was one of the first movie. This is the widest audience he's had a movie go to. So I thought that was pretty cool that this is just one of those movies that kind of jumped out there for everybody to see. And I think that's in good part to Wild Eye Releasing, for helping this movie get out there for everybody. And like I said, good job, Todd Sheets. Really enjoyed your movie. Great job, man. But yeah, so that'll be it for my review. And like I said, check out Wild Eye. Check out some more Todd Sheets movies. And until next time, have a good one. And I really enjoyed BONEHILL ROAD. See you guys. Have a good one.